Howdy folks, how you doing? It's been a while since I've made a video. Just been keeping to myself and doing my thing, staying out of the limelight during this incendiary inferno that we have here on our hands. Got myself some Yemingzhu. It's a Chinese stone that only the emperors wear. Very expensive stuff. So I actually had posted a video a couple weeks ago and I took it down after 12 hours or so. I was actually getting a ton of great feedback, but a couple friends had called me and showed me how I was being ignorant in some ways, and I couldn't really stand behind every single word in that video. And I just realized, you know what? It's not the time to be coming out with manifestos about what's happening in the world because, again, it's so incendiary, it's so intense, and you can pretty much say anything and it can be misconstrued and taken the wrong way. So the truth is that I'm not an expert in these global events. I'm not an expert in these massive when it comes to these huge understandings of how the globe works, how the forces of light and how the forces of dark work. And what I recognized in the past few weeks was that I took a real serious break from all conspiracy theory, even though they're not conspiracies, it's just basically reality theories. But I took a long break from it because I realized that it left me in an unstable place. What do I mean by that? When I got to the end of the line of what I thought was happening, which a lot of evidence shows that it is, which is the dark forces and the agenda and the New World Order and all of these things, when I got to the end of that line, I was left in an unstable place. What do I mean by unstable? Well, when we're in a hamster wheel or we're in this dynamic of uncontrollable factors, we're powerless. We're really put in a powerless place when everything has to do with the New World Order, the global elites, this and that, and they want to vice their way into society. And yeah, I get it. This shit is all kind of true, right? But where it leaves me and where it leaves many is in instability. Again, if we can't do anything about it, okay, if we cannot control it, or if it's out of our control, then going into the intricacies and the vision and all of the understandings of everything leaves us in a dark space. So what I've learned in the past few weeks is, first of all, there's a time to be speaking and there's a time to be quiet. You know, as an influencer, a lot of people are listening to what I have to say, and they're really wanting to know what I have to say about a lot of different things. But the truth is that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Okay? I don't know what I'm talking about. That's what I've realized. Okay? In 4 years of running the Detox Dudes, it's been 4 years as of today, basically, I realized that I really don't know quite what I'm talking about. And yeah, I have vision. Yeah, I have spiritual insights. Yeah, I've been through a lot. I've lived many lifetimes in this one lifetime. But as soon as I closed the door, which I did in that last video, slightly, as soon as I closed the door to not knowing what I don't know, right? That unknown, that slice of the pie where it's, I don't know that I don't know, then I really drop the ball. I drop the ball if I think I understand everything that's going on. The magnitude of what's happening right now on the planet is very few, if any, people in the thousands of hours, hundreds of thousands of hours of YouTube videos and writings and blog posts and all people's comments and commentary on what's happening in the world. No one has actually nailed the entire truth. The entire truth is so grand, it's so big. There's so much mystery. It's ever changing, it's ever in flux. It can be different tomorrow than it is today. That there's no way to encapsulate it. There's no way to see it all, grab it, put it on paper, put it in a video, put it in a book, put it in a movie. It's too big. It's too much. There's too many forces, too many dynamics, too many levels, all of the levels of consciousness. And so for me, I just recognize that it's not a time for these grand summaries of what is going down on the planet. What I'm left with is that I recognize that it's up to us. It's up to us. I do feel there is something at stake here in the next 10, 20 years, maybe sooner, as far as humanity and where we're headed. And I do think it's up to us. And because it's up to us, it becomes imperative to choose love, to choose forgiveness, to choose love on a regular basis. And part of choosing love is actually really not giving too much attention to the massive NWO and global elite and this whole world that I've tuned into many, many times and have talked about many, many times. Once you know the facts and once you've seen enough, it's like, okay, now we're just dwelling in it. Now we're just swimming in this unnecessary swamp. Because again, our fate, our humanity will be decided based on our frequency. And if we're tuning into those spaces, we're by default in a lower vibrational frequency versus tuning into love, gratitude, acceptance, being real with what is, right? We're not bypassing, but also just putting our energy whatever we focus on grows. So we have to focus on our health, love, our mission, meditation, yoga, your purpose, nature, and focus on these things that nourish you, right? Again, I don't want to say, that there's no place for these theories and this information that's out there. There is a place. There's a gentleman by the name of Rashid Buttar, Dr. Buttar, who's very, very deep in this work, and I commend him because people need to do that dirty work that he's doing of just getting in the nitty-gritty of all what is really going down, like really just saying it how it is, and just he's relentless and ruthless, and he don't give a fuck what nobody says. He's gonna speak his truth, right? I love that. I really do. I recognize that during this time, my place, my where I can come from a place of power right now, where I feel like I'm an expert, is in the realm of detox and transforming individual lives. Give me one person or a group of people and I can help them transform. But, my mission right now isn't to spread these grand ideas. I have an idea of what's going on in the planet, some relative idea, just an idea, honestly. But I don't know exactly what's going down, right? And so anyway, that's why I deleted my last video. Many of you probably don't even know that I did that. But, and I don't really need an explanation for it, I'm my own boss. All right. And, just wanted to say that we must tune into the frequencies of love, take care of your health, keep opening this third eye, keep connecting your column of spirit above. And you can see me, I'm in my boxers. See right there? I'm just chilling in my boxes. And I don't know what's to come. All right, I'm taking a little breather. I've been a little low key for maybe a month or two now. I'm gonna start rising my head, sharing with the world again, just a little bit here and there, just seeing how it feels. Don't worry, I haven't gone anywhere. Every man or woman, every person needs rest, relaxation, needs to step away from the world, involution. We all need the influencers that never stop. They will burn out, and or they're doing it for the wrong reasons. Or what I mean to say there is that they're not putting themselves first. Because when we put ourselves first, there must be breaks taken. There must be time off from being out in the world, from being out in the public. There must be time to go inward. There must be time to shatter everything that we were. I feel like a different person. This is a month, my last YouTube video was a few weeks ago. I feel like a different person, deaths and rebirths, right? So anyway, that's where I'm at. I don't know what else to say. I'll tune in with you guys in another few days or a week. I'll leave another video, and let me know how you're doing, where you're at, if you're working on your health, if you're detoxing, and how I can support you. All right, ciao.